Hi there. I want to discuss more of the techniques of Neville Goddard that I've been using in the past. This one is concerned with imagining for somebody else, not for your own needs, but for some other person's needs, as was discussed in the lectures and books of Neville Goddard. He calls it mediating God to somebody else. And he explains that somebody else is not really somebody else, but it's only you pushed out. So they're all rooted in you. Everybody in the world is rooted in you, and you can change their reality by imagining something different for them. Well, the little example that I have is there was an old lady who was 90 years old, still is living today, but she's very old, 90 years old, and she's suffering from heart problems, and her one leg became swollen up with, I don't know, the water goes down into the leg and makes it swell up because of this heart problem. And I felt very sorry for her, and she explained to me about her heart problem and that she has to take these wee tablets to wee ever so often to try and reduce the amount of liquid in her body. But this leg was just keeping on, and she had to take warfarin tablets to thin her blood, etc., etc. But I didn't say anything to her. I listened to her story and tried to listen as carefully as I could, sympathize with her. Then I went back home and I started relaxing on my chair as I usually do, just getting to a state of relaxation, and started imagining her leg, the swelling going right down so that her leg looks just like the other leg, the normal leg. I started seeing that vividly in my imagination, clearly seeing that that leg is now totally the same as the healthy leg. I imagined that for a few days, and then this lady went back to the doctor to draw blood and to test her blood to find out how much warfarin she must take and how much of each medication she must take to help with her leg. And after about 3-4 days, I went back to her, and her leg was going down. It wasn't completely down, but it was dramatically down from the first time that I saw her leg and she explained about her leg. And then about another 2 days later on, the leg was completely down. And all I did was I imagined a few sessions on my chair, sitting down, not trying and trying hard to imagine, just imagining and seeing a vivid picture of her leg going down and looking just as the other leg. So this is just another little example of using the power of imagination to mediate healing to somebody else apart from your own situation or your own needs or your own problems. And in that instance it worked. And I will post some more videos explaining a few other examples of how I use this very same technique. So you can do it, anybody can do it. Sit and relax, vividly imagine that scene that you want, feeling that it is already done. As Neville explained, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It needs to be seen that it is done. And it's much easier to imagine for somebody else and their problem than it is to imagine for your problems and your issues. It somehow is much easier because it's not you involved, but the other person. And you're doing a loving act for that other person. That's all I wanted to share tonight. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.